ba? Too early ka pa nga eh.
Yeah, and then kung gabi, second application na yun eh. I-combine mo lang.
Mag-isa na yung dance na.
Bago sa sakyan na ito, kailangan.
Kaya, binyaga natin.
Ano hindi ba? Binyag ba? Ano magaling ng Nung tapos na tayo, nagawin na siguro sa atin. Yung hindi pa yung eleksyon, dyan nakit ako naman sumasa ko dahil sa doon, sa akin.
Because we need to have this interview from TV.
So, just 18 in the morning, there are 3
Yun ang magagamit.
Tandaan nyo lang kung kailangan naging green card holder, kung kahit yung green card yung kanyo.
Making siya nabo.
Pero baka tanong pa rin nila gusto nila pagtiyak
Gusto ko yung asin.
What they're doing is, probably the big fuel card.
If there's any more questions, is there a phone number or on this yellow
Hey, the living wage to work. Oh, that's very good.
Pardon me?
Okay. I like this shirt. What's your name?
Chinese Progressive Association. Now, these things will be going back and forth with Chinese and English, but I will try to simplify it. Again, I thank you for everybody to come in. Let's start it with a fun rally today. OK， 好多謝大家嚟參加。咁今次嘅集會咧好熱鬧㗎，咁啊大家都會好開心㗎啦。我咧就係周禮潮，環進會嘅主席。咁咧先開始咧就不如先開始就今日有咁多人嚟參加咧，我諗就先練習一下啦。大家要幫手喎。咁啊先問下大家 ，What day is today？ 今日係咩日子？我哋今日係要求乜嘢 ？What do we want today? Okay, so for those who don't speak Chinese, I want you folks to help. Okay, all right. So I'm going to teach you folks who didn't speak Chinese one word. Okay, the Chinese word for support. Support. Okay, so repeat after me. The Chinese word for support is 支持. 支持. So what are we 支持? What is 支持 about? We 支持 prop L. So repeat after me. 支持 L. 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 支持 prop L. Prop L. Come on, remember. 支持 prop L. Prop L. 支持 prop GTL, 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 GTL. Okay, so you can keep on like that. So I'm gonna call each name, each worker, and then you're gonna say GTL, okay? All right. San Francisco worker, GTL. Chinatown worker, GTL. Chinese worker, GTL. Latino worker, GTL. African American worker, GTL. Chinese worker, GTL. Restaurant worker, GTL. Janitor worker, GTL. CD worker, GTL. Hotel worker, GTL. Day labor worker, GTL. 三藩市工人 GTL， 華埠工人 GTL， 餐館工人 GTL。 Now continue to some chants, and then we're gonna have fun today. We're gonna sing me, okay? All right. So, okay, just you have to repeat everything. Okay. Hey, hey, ho, ho.
Hey, hey, ho, ho.
675, got to go.
675, got to go.
Hey, hey, ho, ho. 675, got to go. Hey, ho, ho. 675, got to go. Hey, 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 hey, ho, ho. 675, got to go. Okay. Ho, ho. All right. San Francisco got to be where? Sam?
American movement. So we're going to make history today, and up 8 weeks until November 4th, and pass throughout the country are inspired by many of the organizations here, low-wage worker groups organizing in San Francisco. And also with support from the Labor Council, ACORN, the Green Party, San Francisco Democratic Party, and many other groups as well. But we're supporting the leadership of grassroots people of color organizations who are organizing themselves today and beyond and building our communities. 55,000 low-wage workers and their families will benefit from passing Proposition L. That's 55,000 San Francisco workers and our families. 40% are Asian, mostly Chinese and Filipino, and the majority are immigrant workers as well. Also, students and youth are a key part of Proposition L. The Young Workers Project, which is a part of our coalition, notes that young workers are facing tremendous struggles today. At San Francisco State, where I teach, and other campuses like City College, young people are facing huge fee hikes, 30% at San Francisco State and much higher in other places this year, and their rents are skyrocketing, and they are being pushed out of higher education and out of San Francisco. Prop L will raise the wages of 17,000 young workers, yes, 7, to build power among low-income communities beyond November 4th, and to strengthen an inclusive, more diverse labor movement for the future of San Francisco. It's a refreshing campaign, I'll have to say, with CPA and many other groups. It's uniting working families together to forge a new path within our labor movement, but also emphasizing the importance of organizing. I say it again, organizing in our communities, emphasizing labor and community alliances, building mutually respectful alliances, and also challenging.
各位華人進步會會員各位好，今晚咧我係喺呢度算 L 呢個 minimum wage 嘅。我哋華人咧個個都知道喺三藩市咧真係要好多錢咧就居留喺呢度三藩市嘅。逐漸咧，多啲華人咧要離開我哋三藩市。點解咧？因為我哋嗰啲 wages 嗰啲入息咧真係好少嘅，都唔夠我哋食啊住啊。所以好多我哋啲朋友咧，我都知道好多我哋我啲同學咧都離開三藩市啊，佢而家喺屋企住啊，又或者其他遠啲地方啊。咁因為點解咧？因為佢哋喺呢度俾租又唔夠，想我做翻要，人家天水水更高，直到跟着手挽手，风雨的海水都还没有。 that the city had passed a living wage, but that the living wage didn't extend it. So we just rehearsed a little bit, so give us some time to assembly. 咁我哋跟住咧就個節目咧就係除咗唱歌之外咧。
Working on the ship, may never sail on. Wanna sail on, sail someday. Working on the ship, may never sail on. Working on the ship, may never.
Avoids the conflict in the first place.
Okay, lights, camera, action.
So we are here, Erlinda, to give your opinion of what's going on at the airport. So before we do that, let me introduce myself. I'm Das Lamparas, and I am working with SEIU, that's Service Employees International Union, Local 790, that represents the airport baggage screeners in San Francisco. So can you introduce yourself briefly?
My name is Erlinda Valencia. I'm a baggage screener working particularly at the CTX machine. And I've been working for 14 years as baggage screener.
Okay, so let's start from your 14 years of experience, okay, at the airport. So 14 years ago, where did you work? What kind of work you did?
I've been working as a baggage screeners at the checkpoint, wherein I use the e-scan machine, the regular machine, and I do screen the hand-carried items.
Okay, and 14 years ago, how much was your salary?
Oh, I started for $4.25 an hour with no benefits at all.
Oh, really? At San Francisco
At
Airport?
San Francisco Airport.
Okay. So during this 14 years of working at the airports, you moved from the regular screeners to what? What kind of other positions that you work at the airport?
Well, I've been promoted to be a supervisor for 6 years, and I've been promoted to be a duty manager for 3 years, and then, but before that, I worked as a pre-board screener. All in all, I made it 14 years. Then I moved to CTX operator because it is really very nice to work here with the new machine. Because I feel like I'm doing a high-tech job.
So, is this your first job here in the United States?
Yes, baggage screener, yes.
Okay, so back home, what did you do back home?
I've been
in the Philippines. You're from the Philippines, right?
Right.
So what did you do in the Philippines?
I've been a public school teacher for 23 years.
Really?
Yes.
I see. And so you came here as an immigrant, and your first job was in the airport.
At the airport.
I see. Now, talking about your wages at that time, $4.25. Now, I do understand that there was an attempt to unionize way back in 1999, and so did you participate in the organizing campaign?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and at that time too, I do understand that the Wage Coalition was one of the many advocates in San Francisco to help the airport baggage screeners. So can you tell us a little bit how the Wage Coalition helped you guys?
Well, before way back 1999, when the SEIU Local 790 went to unionize all the baggage screeners, we are only making around $6.25 an hour with no benefits. But then when we were unionized, and our wages was increased from $6.25 to $9.
When was the $9 started?
April 2000.
I see. And then did you get benefits?
We got all the benefits, and then we have also the raise. $1 an hour, $1.
In the year 2001?
Year 2001, and then as of now I'm making $15 an hour.
Oh, right, really?
Yeah, and I
see.
have all the benefits like medical, dental, vision, and we're also given the life insurance.
The workers like you, when this Wage Coalition unions and community working together to ask the city and county of San Francisco to put you guys on a living wage. How do they feel about the increase in hourly rate and also benefits? How do the workers feel about this?
Well, they were really, really happy because we were able to get a better pay for the job that we're doing. At least we were helped by the union and the
Community
the
group,
community group, the BAOC,
and the wage
and
coalition.
the coalition.
Okay, so is this the reason that the airport baggage screeners joined the union because the wage coalition helped them to increase or upgrade their wages and benefits?
Yes.
Okay. So now that the union is in San Francisco, you know, and how do the workers feel about having a union, and especially after 9/11, when there's a new law that says that baggage screeners have to be U.S. citizens?
Well, all the screeners feel that the union is in all support to all of us because they're doing everything to help us keep our job. And they're always there whenever we have problems. They're there to help us. And everything that they can do to help all the screeners, they're doing it for them.
So there are, in my my figure says that there are about 1,200 baggage screeners, and 80% are non-citizens. Okay, so with this number, if the new law will be implemented, saying that to be a baggage screener you have to be a U.S. citizen, how do they feel about this new law? The non-citizens, how do they feel about it?
Well, they got scared. They got scared that they cannot keep their job. But they're still praying that with the help of the union who is working to eliminate this citizenship requirement, they still hope, they still pray. They're still hoping that it can be eliminated through the help of this by the union and the BAOC and all the community leaders, plus the politicians who are backing us up.
Does the U.S. citizenship will help improve safety in the airport?
I don't think so.
What do you think?
Citizenship has nothing to do with our job. If a U.S. citizen is not skilled, then it will be a risk in operating this job. What we need here are the experienced one, because this kind of job is really really hard. Although it looks like easy, but it's hard. You know, this job needs an experienced one who can make all the flights safe.
Okay. Now, Congress says that the baggage screeners before 9/11 or did not do their job to protect the country. So that's why they want U.S. citizens to be screeners to guarantee loyalty to this country. So why do you think the baggage screeners are blamed for what happened in 9/11?
Yes, they said that we are the first line of defense, but we are following procedure.
Okay.
We have a guidebook
Okay.
wherein all
Who
procedures.
formulated the guidebook?
The FAA, or the Federal Aviation Administration.
Okay.
So we're following all the procedures in that book, and one of the procedure that says that 4 inches blade of a knife is allowed,
I see.
and terrorists use a 1-inch blade of a bird cutter. We cannot stop it
I see.
because of the procedure.
So let's go back to the wage rate here, because you said that through BAOC, Bay Area Organizing Committee, through the unions, through the wage coalition, your salary in 1999 was $625 without benefits, and then the wage coalition worked hard to improve your wage salary wages from $6.25 to $9 to $10, and now you're saying you're $15. Okay. Now, in this new law that is implemented, the Transportation Security Administration saying that they will standardize the wages around the country for baggage screeners. But San Francisco is an exempted for federalization.
Yeah.
So what do you think would be the wages of the San Francisco airport with this pilot program or non-federalization? Would it be the same?
Well, they said it will be much higher.
I see, I see. So if these non-citizens will be laid off because they are not qualified under the new law, so what do you think would be the impact to these people and their communities?
Well, it is very discriminating for all the legal immigrants to be laid off because there is no justice in that.
I see.
We legal immigrants are allowed to work.
So you are not a U.S. citizen yet?
Not yet.
Oh, so you're a legal permanent resident in this
Right.
country? Have you applied for naturalization?
I did.
I see.
I'm just waiting for my interview.
Okay, so did the INS promise to expedite or to speed up your naturalization so that you can comply the minimum requirements before or on November 19th of this year?
They didn't promise. They said that they cannot expedite it. But they will try to do their best to help us. That's the only thing they said.
Well, I'm appalled because I know that the INS expedited naturalization for legal immigrants who are athletes to join the Olympics. You know, in 1988, they expedited one of the athletes to be a tennis player representing the United States. Now, why do you think the INS could not expedite your application, because you've been there for 14 years, and if you are one of the skilled workers and experienced to protect our country, why do you think INS is not going to expedite when in fact you, the first line of defense, can protect the flying public?
They said that it is not for national security.
Oh, I see.
That's what they said. And on my own opinion, it is for national security because we are protecting the flying public, the people of America.
I agree, because I think President Bush, you know, declared national security. That's one of the reasons that they are changing the aviation law into a U.S. citizenship for national security, and now they are not trying to help the experienced workers to keep their jobs to protect our country in the name of national security. So lastly, can you give your opinion about what will happen to you guys November 19th, because that's the deadline that the Congress stipulated under the new law, that all airport baggage screeners will be U.S. citizens, and you're saying that there are a lot of you guys who are not yet U.S. citizens, and at this point of time you're still waiting for your interview and naturalization. So what do you think what will happen November 19th?
If I cannot get my citizenship before November 19, then I'll be out of my job. I will be laid off. But think about this. If we will be relieved or replaced by the U.S. citizen, that means that although they are trained, they will be trained by the new trainers, still they cannot serve us the way we did, the way we are doing, because they will start from letter A. They will start from the beginning. It's not that easy to learn this job. So
how long it will take?
A year will be good enough
To become a good screener?
A good screener.
Yes, I see.
See? So that means that the security is weak. It will be weak because they will start to learn. They will start from letter A in order to acquire skill on this job.
Well, before we end this conversation, I heard that in other airports, especially in Baltimore, and even here in San Jose International Airport, or the Minita International Airport, they already started federalizing the baggage screeners. And in San Jose, that out of almost 200 applicants, the TSA only hired 7 or less than 15 people from the incumbent. So what do you think will happen in San Francisco?
Well, in San Jose, they said that those people, those who applied and failed the test, failed it because of the English proficiency.
I
Just
see.
because they cannot be understood the way they speak English, although they can speak English, but the trainers cannot understand
Because of the
their
accents?
accents.
I see.
But then if they can do the job much better, I don't think they deserve to be laid off.
I see.
Now, if in San Francisco, most of the screeners at San Francisco, especially the legal immigrants from my country, they are college graduates. Although their English is accented, still they could understand, they could write English, they could speak English. And they're already skilled. So they deserve to get a job. They deserve to have it.
Now, lastly, what do you think in San Francisco if a new company will be selected by the TSA to manage the airport security? If this company will hire only U.S. citizens, what will happen to you guys? Are you going to fight for your rights to stay on, to keep your job?
Yes, we will. We will still fight for our job because it is very unjust if we will be laid off just because of our citizen status.
But it's a law. The opposition say it's a law, it has to be implemented, and so those non-citizens who are on the job right now should not just complain, they just have to follow the law. What do you think about that?
Well, this law is very discriminating.
I see.
It is very discriminating. So, you know, I'm one of the plaintiffs that filed a lawsuit against this law.
I see.
Because this law will make the security very weak. So, I'm after the security of the flying public. We need the experienced one.
Okay, so to our viewers, public, can you ask them to do something to help you guys?
Yes, I would like to ask the help of the community to help us incumbent screeners to so that we can keep our job. Please help us by calling your representative to please help us eliminate the citizenship requirement. Tell them to call the Congress or their representative,
Like Pelosi?
like Nancy Pelosi and Dianne Feinstein, to please help all these legal immigrants, screeners, to keep their job. We need citizenship has nothing to do with our job, so they need to look at it in that way. We are legal immigrants. We deserve to have this job. We are taxpayer, and pretty soon we will be
Voters?
we will be voters too. We are already in the process of getting our citizenship. So, if you could do something about this, please. Thank you.
Well, my aim also is like, it's very unfair, as you said, it's discriminatory because there are approximately 40,000 non-immigrants who are serving in the U.S. Armed Forces, and they are allowed to defend our country even though they are not citizens, or they're not even legal permanent immigrants here. They are recruited from various countries around the world to serve in the U.S. Navy or U.S. Army and things like that. And for you guys who are already living in the United States are not allowed to work as an airport baggage screeners when you don't even carry guns.
Yeah.
All you have to do is to screen the passengers who are traveling in around the world. So I encourage the public to call your congressional delegates, Senator Dianne Feinstein or Nancy Pelosi, who is a U.S. Congresswoman in San Francisco, and Tom Lantos in San Mateo County, an issue in Palo Alto area, and Elaine Tauscher, I think it's her last name, and Barbara Lee to support the biker screeners, and call your U.S. representatives to change the law. Thanks a lot. What do you think?
Good, excellent. Boy, you have a career in broadcasting if you ever decide to do something else outside the labor movement.
I want to see that.
So
That's good.
I think what I'll do is get some
Yeah. Get that one.
the
Focus it.
So how do you feel about it?
Well, for me, I don't, it's just for me, just like a normal stuff. Because you just allowed me to talk whatever I want. if I have a script, I'd probably be a little bit nervous.
Especially if you
But you look like you're nervous, man. Why do you have to get nervous?
You can get a plane taking off, and I think that will. I'm just getting the middle of the window right now.
What are you gonna do?
Well, I just get a picture of the plane taking off, and you could use that to.
There's no. They won't be. They will just be running there, I think.
Let's see if that plane takes off.
No, it won't come back. Carl.
Oh, it won't?
That will go right there because that's the runway over there. That's it. They are just starting to go there. That's it. You can't. It's not. It's not going to take off this way.
Oh, it won't.
No. You have to go
That's
somewhere
important.
else to take an airplane that's taking off.
Oh, okay. Well, then I just get a picture of it taxiing.
Yeah, that's probably the best.
Okay. Very slow moving plane. Nothing landing.
Nothing.
Oh, wait a minute. There's taking off.
Right there, quick.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Wow. Perfect. Right across the
Okay,
screen.
let's go.
That's it.